Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. Today's topic is nervous buyer gets advice on buying a dental practice only from conservative point of view. We'll talk about that. As you know, we are in multiple states now. We sell dental practices nationwide. We've been doing it for 13 years. I was a dentist for 25. Now, the phone number is 201-663-0935, and the website is nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. You can reach us from 8 a.m. till 9 p.m. East Coast time every day except Christmas and Easter. So just call us. If you're thinking about everything you're about to hear, by the way, is all for entertainment purposes. That's not legal or business advice. If you want to sell to a DSO and you're over 1.8 million with 6 ops and doctor and associate, please call us. We'll be here to help you. Often the DSOs will pay our fees. Commission, there's no commission to you. And when you work with us, often based on criteria, we'll get your legal fees reimbursed upon successful closing. So call us. Anyway, so we have a buyer that is seeking out advice, but is only going to conservative people or family members that don't know anything about buying a dental practice. Now, if your conservative advice is always on the downside, well, that's one point of view which you have to respect. You want to be a devil's advocate around there. But give me a break. 99.75% success rate being a dentist. The statistics prove it. One of the big banks, $1.2 billion in loans, and 5 loans, about 5 or less, went south, went bad. And those are mostly due to mental health problems and drugs and alcohol. It's like it, nobody fails. So you're shaking in your boots because the new practice you're going to buy may not be making as much money for take home as you as an employee at a high pressure office that you're working at now. But you have no equity where you're working now. You're a W-2, you're a 1099. You're not building any investment for the future. And you don't have the tax write-offs. You got to subtract 20% from your salary right away because you're not getting the write-offs. So you may buy a practice that's grossing, that you may earn less the first year maybe. So work 2 jobs until you build up the other practice, because probably they're sending out something. And you could keep that in-house, they're referring out. Plus, they're not marketing, so you got 10% increase right there. Stop shaking in your boots. Don't speak to the gloom doomers. But if you want to speak to a conservative, you've got to bring in the entrepreneurs. You've got to bring in the successful dentists that have been there, done that. That's what you have to do. Get advice from all different people, but make sure some of them are entrepreneurs. You want to bring in conservative, cautious people, okay, but you must bring in successful dentists, successful entrepreneurs. And as I've said many times in the past, imagine you're in a car with Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Thomas Edison, Rockefeller, and all these other people. Just imagine that for a moment. You think they're going to tell you shake it in your boots? Just stop it. Get your act together. You're going to do great. There is some risk, yeah, but the risk is minimized because of statistics. 99.75% success rate as proven by one of the largest banks in the United States doing dental. It is proven you will do well, okay? Why do you think banks give you 100% at closing of the agreed upon selling price? Because your risk is low. Dental deals do not go south. So please wake up. Take some risk. It's okay, because if you get disabled at the work at you're an employee on Friday, you forget about it. Monday morning, your income goes down to 0. Even if you have some disability, it's not going to be enough. So you can't cross a canyon in 2 leaps. There's no perfect deal. You just got to make this happen because the statistics are on your side. Get the multiple opinions, but you've got to get entrepreneurs in there and winners on your side. All right, get it together. You will be successful. Believe me, you'll be successful. In fact, I've been doing this 13 years. I had maybe 2 doctors that it didn't work out as perfectly as they thought the first year, but they still did well. Never had a failure. Okay? And if there was one maybe in 13 years, it was like sheer stupidity. I'll take that story some other time. It just didn't try. They went to Jamaica at the day of the closing, that night they went to Jamaica. I'm like, what are you, crazy? They said, we got this covered. The practice runs on absentee management. We're going to Jamaica. So that's kind of what happened. And, it was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. So this stuff does happen.